On a dry summer night in the Rocky Mountains, MLB Network comes at you live from Coors Field in downtown Denver. Tonight it's the first of 3 to start the new week between the San Diego Padres and the Colorado Rockies. Two great hitters lead their teams to battle next on MLB Network. Jim Williams gets the call for Game 1 of the series. Dan, any thoughts?
In the day and age where wins and losses don't mean a whole lot, how about this? This guy lost only 2 games. That's right, 2 games all last season. What a fantastic year he had. We'll see if he can put together another one of those magical years beginning in this one.
In now, Billy Hamilton. And we are set for baseball here this evening.
Hamilton.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Heading out towards shallow right. Blackman is under it. Makes the play. 1 away. Josh Harrison stands in. He appeared as a pinch hitter in yesterday's contest. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Fooled him with that one as he's way out in front. Now, boys, we take a look at the Rockies starting play here tonight. It appears to be all systems go to start the new year as they've come out of the gates on a 4-game winning streak.
Hey, Matty V, talking about a team that's on a roll right now, D-Roll. How about this? Through the first 4 games of this homestand, perfect 4-0. They've got their sights set, D-Roll, on some bigger and better things.
And you know what, Dan, and the fans feel it. You can tell there's an electric atmosphere brewing in this stadium right now, and hopefully it continues.
Got him to miss the breaking ball there. Josh Harrison goes down for out number 2 in the top half.
Number 13.
First pitch on its way.
Machado.
A ball and no strikes. Line to the right side. Blackman is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. So a relatively routine start for the top of the first here. The Rockies coming up. We've got no score. Digging in, Hunter Renfroe. He'll get us started in the top of the second.
Number 10, Hunter.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Maybe a little jumpy there as he swings through the fastball.
Some guys are great low ball hitters, but most guys, especially guys with pop like this, they're hunting for the ball belt high and above. So that was a nicely spotted fastball down in the zone.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And he won't offer it that. Too high. 1-2. Williams has become known as a starting pitcher that frequently works deep into games. The kind of guy you want on the staff when your team needs some rest because he tends to eat up innings all by himself. So he racks up the swinging strikeout on the breaking ball. Hunter Renfroe becomes the first out of the inning. First baseman Eric Hosmer is in. First pitch cutter that's by him for strike 1. No score here as we play inning number 2. Line toward the alley in left center. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Boy, that's something you see often in batting practice. Guys using the whole field there, D-Row. I like to see that. A lefty that's just not always pull happy.
100%, Dan. The pitchers have gotten so much nastier in today's game that if you're not willing to play with the entire field, you're going to struggle.
Will Myers is in with 1 away now as he swings and misses here at strike 1. Oh, and 2. Here it is. Line drive to center field, but sadly for him this will head straight to the center fielder as he puts it away without much trouble for the second out. Stepping into the box, Austin Hedges.
The catcher.
Ground ball foul down the left side. Hosmer, the runner at first with 2 gone. And it's a ball and a strike to Austin Hedges. Pulled high in the air out to left field. And Lagares will look this one in, and that ends the inning. Leading off the inning, Javi Guerra, and they'll need him to get something going here. First offering on its way. And he lays off here, but it's a cold strike one. And they go right after him here as he swings and misses. Strike two.
When a guy's featuring big-time velocity like this, you have to be on the fastball. It's your only chance. You'll tip your hat on some nasty off-speed stuff, but you gotta be ready for the heater.
Another 0-2 home. Boy, good cutting action to that pitch as that's the first out of the inning.
That swing tells me he was really trying to get a pitch out front and rip it down the line, but that wasn't a great pitch to do it on. It's really not the best two-strike approach either.
Nelson Lament.
Here's a little chopper up the middle. Throw gets him, 2 down. So it's back to the top of the order now. And in to hit next, the speedy presence of Billy Hamilton. Now a ball lined to the left side. Foul.
With 2 outs, they're not playing him to bunt here, and he didn't show it there, but I wouldn't be surprised if he wasn't at least thinking about it. He handles the bat pretty well, and he can definitely run.
Behind 0-2 now. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Arenado trying to get there. Fouled off. One and two, the count to Billy Hamilton. Slider whiffed on for strike 3. A great pitch to put an end to the inning. Up 3 down for San Diego. They're down 1-0.
Leading off for the Rockies.
Digging in now, Jim
pitcher.
Williams, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And this is pop foul, but perhaps playable behind first. There to pull it in is Hosmer, and there's your first out. Striding into the box, Josh Harrison. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Here comes the first pitch. Chased after that one, and it's 0-1.
You might see a change of game plan right here from the pitcher and catcher. They have to find a way to get these guys off that early count heater. Look for a little bit of change of pace.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. This one's down to third. Arenado's got it. Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the 4th. So 1 away here with the bases empty. And standing in now, the always dangerous third baseman, Manny Machado. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Nearly got the inside, but ruled the ball.
He's been doing a nice job out there on the mound, but the deeper you get into the game, the more the hitters have seen you. This is the part of the lineup that he has to be really careful with.
Wisely lays off the cut fastball there. It's 2-1. No runs, just 1 hit. No errors in the ballgame for the Padres. Looked like he got pulled on the speed there. 2-2. He stays alive, still 2-2. And that is swung on and missed. He's down on strikes, and the first 2 are retired here to begin inning number 4.
Classic slider down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand. So they end up chasing protect mode.
And a backhanded reach at first, but he can't flag it down.
Boy, Dero, it's about time they got something brewing here. First pitch single, and maybe now they can start to get some traffic on the bases.
Yeah, absolutely, Dan. Ambush tactics, not always the play. You want to drive that pitch count up and get into that bullpen, but sometimes desperate times call for desperate measures.
A ball and a strike to the Padres' first baseman. A ball and 2 strikes.
You can tell this offense is getting frustrated, but this might be one you have to shower off.
Threw it right past him. A swing and a miss at the gas, and that ends the inning. Back alongside Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian, as Will Myers is set to lead things off. There's a strike at the knees, 0-1. Myers, originally from the Tar Heel state of North Carolina. He was selected in the 3rd round back in the 2009 MLB draft.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning.
Man, this guy's on his game today, not only when he's throwing strikes, but how about the amount of strikeouts? And what's even more impressive, no walks up to this point. So he's pounding that zone with strikes, and he's making these hitters swing the bat.
Strike one to start the at-bat. 0-1, here it comes. Oh, and a good tight slider there, and he's in command, 0-2.
This guy's pitching really well in this one so far. You could just see he's awful confident attacking the strike zone, and when he comes off the mound at the end of the inning, looks like he stepped in a big old bucket of sassy.
The 1-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out. Now to the plate is Javi Guerra. Comes into this at-bat 0-1 in the ball game. Here's the first pitch to him. Sinker on the inside, and that's a strike. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. No runs, 2 hits, no errors in the ball game for the Padres. Bounce towards the second baseman. Spangenberg has it. Throw on to first, gets him, and the side is retired. So they go down with. Striding in for the Rockies, Jim Williams. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Williams.
First delivery to him on the way. Lifted in the air toward the line and right. And foul. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
I think he just subscribed to the swing hard in case you hit it philosophy of hitting. As a pitcher, why not? Better than standing up there like you've never held a bat before.
The 0-2 home. High and deep down the left field line. And that will end up a foul ball. Now the 0-2 pitch. Fouled away. Walters aboard here at first with nobody out. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning. Didn't look to me like that was. Next to the plate for the Padres, Dinelson Lamet. He'll start things out in the 6th for a lineup that really hasn't found its groove in this one.
Yeah, only 2 hits so far, Matt, and not very many hard hit balls either. We'll see if they could start making some adjustments.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Up, popped up. Dow in foul ground. He's got it 1 away. Here's Billy Hamilton standing in. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far.
Billy Hamilton.
Weak grounder down the first baseline, but a foul ball here. 0-1. Bases are empty. 1 man out. Swing and a little bouncer softly hit to the right side of the mound. And with his speed, forget it. It's an infield single.
You know, Hero, as a pitcher, that could be so frustrating. You're taught to try to go out there and make quality pitches, and that was a really good pitch. And I would be willing to bet you he's surprised that turned into an infield single.
Yeah, at the end of the day, he's smiling. That hitter's smiling, running down first base, knowing he's got an infield single right there. He has no business. He'll line out probably 15 times, but it won't even out. You take them when you can get them.
Struck him out, and he becomes the 9th strikeout victim thus far. Pretty clear he didn't like the call there on the outside part of the plate, but probably too good to take, and he's down on strikes for the 2nd time.
Yeah, that pitch was right on the black. Beautiful pitch. And even if we had robot umps, he'd still be out. But the only difference would be he wouldn't be able to complain about it.
Manny Machado is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. Swing and a miss, and he's in trouble now, 0-2.
Some guys have no trouble hitting with 2 strikes, and some guys never want to get there. Let's see the approach.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. So it's no runs. Into the box now, Hunter Renfroe.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
Up and away to start the inning. It's 1-0.
He's obviously been very impressive on the mound in this one, and I think the big reason why is his ability to stay out of the middle of the zone. That's kind of obvious, but it's clear to me that even when he misses his spots, he's not missing over the plate.
Didn't miss by much there, but it's just a bit high. Even 2-2 count to Hunter Renfroe.
Tying run stands on deck, but it'll only matter if the guy in the box can get on base.
Yeah, and that has to be his mentality at the plate right now, Matt. He can't be the hero, so he needs to do what he can to give the guy behind him a chance to be the guy.
Too close for comfort, and he did a good job just to make contact. And he struck him out. And there's strikeout number 11 in the ball game. Stepping in, Eric Hosmer. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far.
Yeah, and this is the guy for me. I think this is the guy in the clubhouse that the guys truly gravitate towards. The total package of Eric Hosmer's game is really special.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Strike 2, swinging just out in front of the slider.
He's still looking great to me out there on the mound. Punched out the first guy in the 7th, and he's jumped ahead in the count right here. Looks like he could stay in this game a while longer.
He's just rolling right now, and even dozen strikeouts for him in the ball game. Here's Will Myers. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. 0-1 the count. And he powers a cut fastball by him that time, and he's in charge now, 0-2.
Boy, he's been great in this one, and he's only 1 strike away from putting another 0 on the scoreboard.
And he's got another one. 13 strikeouts now, and the inning is over. So no runs. Ready for another chance? Jim Williams. He's been great on the mound, so we'll see if he can do something with the bat here as well. He's earned the chance to take this at bat.
Yeah, Matt, when a guy's throwing the ball as well as he has, it kind of forces the manager's hand to stay with him. He's been exciting to watch, and he's really had this crowd behind him the entire game.
Hit out to second. Get here. And the pitcher's got himself a base hit.
Good rip.
He came to play today. Not just only on the bump right there. He's thrown the ball well, but on the offensive side of the ball, he's able to contribute and help this offense put itself in position to score some more runs.
And a step off. Now here's the pitch. Just able to get a piece of that for strike 1. Now the 0-1. This one's down to third. Arenado has it. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8. Now at the plate, Javi Guerra. Third trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point.
Guerra.
Strike swinging, timing a little off on that one.
Well, you know you've got it working on the mound when they're swinging right through it, even when you're putting it right down the middle of the strike zone. Not the greatest of game plans, though.
That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2. Little back to the mound. Throw gets him, 2 down. Rico De La Rosa will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Hitting for the Padres, number 12, Rico De La Rosa.
And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. And it's fouled away. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he's going to add to the total. 14 punch-outs now as that ends the inning. Padres down. Digging in the switch hitter, Billy Hamilton. And at this point of the game, I think it's clear that the plan of attack against the top of the order has worked.
Well, when you've only surrendered 1 hit to the top 3 guys in the order up to this point in the game, you know you're doing something right, Matt. You're spot on. Whatever they discussed coming into this game has worked out beautifully.
Rolled slowly down the third baseline, but a foul ball, 1-1. The 1-1 is a fastball taken high for a ball. Rolled down the first baseline, and he'll take this to the bag himself. 1 gone here in the 9th. Coming to the plate now, Josh Harrison, 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ballgame. And too high with the cut fastball. It's 1-0 now. Hit on the ground down the first baseline, but foul. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. 1-2 as he chases the slider. Hit hard on the ground to second. Spangenberg is there. Throw on to first, and the Padres are down to their final out now. Here's Manny Machado now. He's their last shot here with 2 away in the 9th as they look to avoid the shutout.
Yeah, Matt, they just haven't had any answer for the great pitching so far in this one.
2 out, nobody on. And this will be a called strike 2, and trouble now as they're down to their final strike tonight. And now this crowd, estimated at around 26,000 fans, comes to their feet. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner, and that nearly would have gotten him on the board. Instead, it's a long foul ball. San Diego down to their final strike. And this is in the air to right, and this should do it. Blackman is under it, makes the catch, and that's the ball game.
Yeah, and we knew he was in a groove from the first inning, and he just kept this thing rolling and rolling and rolling. They couldn't get anything going against him. A dominant performance with a complete game shutout.
This evening's game finishes 2-0 the final score. The Rockies took the lead in the second inning and rode that until the very end. Jim Williams earns his first win of the season, racking up 14 Ks in doing so. Dinelson Lamet pitched well, allowing only 2 earned, but ends up taking the loss. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney down on the field, and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. Thanks for watching MLB
the final
Network.
line score for our ball game tonight: for the victorious Rockies, 2 runs, 6 hits.
Well, the clear skies typically mean one thing, a hot afternoon here at Chase Field in Phoenix. Today, the finale of this three-game weekend series between the Colorado Rockies and the Arizona Diamondbacks. The Rockies will try to complete the series sweep on the road against their division rivals right after this. Luke Weaver starts the game on the mound for the third and final game of the series. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Yeah, Matt, his last start wasn't a particularly good one. Lasted 5 innings and ended up taking the loss. He's a much better pitcher than that, and I think he's looking to at least, hopefully, pitch into this.
Perfect. Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Diamondbacks.
In now for Colorado, Jim Williams, and the Rockies trying to hang even more damage on the scoreboard in the opening frame. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Riddle gathers it in. And how about that right out of the bullpen? A ground ball on one. Digging in now, Tim LaCastro. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
The right fielder, Tim LaCastro.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Starts him out with a cutter, and he gets him to swing through it. 1 strike. These Rockies guys, they come in off another victory last time out, and now they're winners of 8 of their last 9 ball games.
What an opportunity to get a chance to put our eyeballs on one of the best teams in baseball right now. This team has played so well. Their manager has been on point. Every move he makes is working. Timely hitting, great defense, good bullpen. The starters have been on point. This is going to be special.
And now here's a look at the Diamondbacks starting lineup. Mark DeRosa, what's the key in avoiding the sweep?
Matty, this lineup finds himself in a hole right now. Down a bunch of runs. This is where you find out about your lineup, though, that pass the baton mentality. Can't try and get it all back at once. Have good at bats, follow the game plan you guys worked on, and stay in the zone.
Marte is unlike many of today's hitters in the sense that he doesn't have a lot of swing and miss in his approach at the plate. More often than not, he gets contact, and I'm sure that makes him a frustrating hitter to face from a pitcher's standpoint.
You know, he takes his chances when he has count leverage. Without question, 1-0, 2-0, you'll see this guy try and get nasty a little bit, but he stays within himself. He knows what his strengths are, and he tries to drive the ball right back where it came from.
In there, strike one. Marte, the runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. Comes back with the cut fastball for strike 3 called, and there are 2 down. Here's C.J. Cron now. He drove in his club's only run a night ago.
The first baseman.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Way behind that pitch. It's 0-1. A runner on first with 2 away. That's taken. Now it's 0-2. Hit hard on the ground to second. On to second for the force out, and the side is retired. 1 left for Eric. Jake Lamb standing in now. He starts the inning, and Dan, they're down 6 in the early going. So what do they need to do to claw back into this thing?
Well, first of all, man, I think they need to start to get some base runners. It's hard to be patient when you're down by 6, but base runners are the key to getting back into this one.
Well, today's game provides the Rockies with a chance to finish the job and complete a series sweep, guys.
Sure does, and it's always difficult to sweep and win a series on the road, especially when you're
That's up.
an opponent.
Bat explodes as this has popped up. And the leadoff man in the inning will get the job done here. It's an infield single.
Hey, I can only take you inside the mind of the batter right here. Had a lot of swinging bunts in my day. As soon as that ball hits the dirt in front of you, you are getting it down the first base line. When you smell a knock, I don't care what it looks like, you are getting it down the line.
Story brings it in. There's one. On to first, a double play. And next to the plate will be J.T. Riddle. He's 2 for 7 in the series so far. That one's down around the knees, taken for a strike. A swing and a shot hit down the corner, and that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. That's popped up. Story into shallow left. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. Now at the plate, Jim Williams. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First delivery to him on the way. Smoked on the ground left side. And that is through into left field, a base hit. And they're going to hold that runner at third base, as even with 2 away, they didn't like their chances there. Now to the plate, Caleb Joseph. He'll get us going in the home half of inning number 3.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
2-0 now. From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. Good sharp slider there, and he couldn't catch up to it. 2-1 now. Cut fastball that time, but he doesn't bite, and now it's 3-1.
You can bet they'd love ball 4 here. That gives the pitcher on deck an obvious bunt situation to move the runner into scoring position.
Comes back with a good slider there, and it's full 3-2. The next 3-2. He spoils another one, and will do it again. The next 3-2. Skied in the air to straightaway left.
Waiting on it is Dahl.
1 away. Ready now for the Diamondbacks, Matt Cook.
Batting ninth, the pitcher.
Here comes the first
Matt
pitch.
Cook.
And he fouls this one off. 1 out, nobody on. And here's a swing and a miss as he falls behind 0-2.
That is such a tough pitch to lay off right there, but you have to find a way. There's nothing you're going to do with that low sinker except foul it into your shin or hit a ground ball to the left side.
Looked like the cut fastball there, and he got him to swing through it for the second out. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Tim LeCastro. 0 for 1 here in the early going.
LeCastro.
At the knees, strike 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. 1-1 to the D-backs leadoff man. No contact there, and it's 1-2. Struck him out, so he's set down on strikes for the second time today. Pretty painless half of the inning all told. So coming to the plate, Ketel Marte. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up.
Ketel Marte.
Swing and a miss here, and he's behind in the count now, 0-2.
This guy has been throwing the ball so well, and that's exactly why. He has such a feel for that secondary pitch. He can flip it over whenever he wants and get back in the count.
Dow is under it. He's got it 1 away. Into the box, David Peralta, 0 for 1 after he took a look at strike 3 in his first plate appearance.
Yeah, always frustrating to go down looking. Everybody does it, though. You'll have a few ABs where you get completely fooled. Look for him to be on the attack early in this at-bat.
Upper part of the zone there, but taken for a strike. No runs, 2 hits, no errors so far for the Diamondbacks. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone.
I really like watching righties throw that cutter in on lefties' hands like that. This one was down 2, and if he hits it, there's a pretty good chance he's going to pound it into the ground, maybe even give himself a shin burger.
The 1-2. Misses above the zone for a ball.
Well, one thing about him, he's an absolute grinder at the plate. You can pretty much count on him battling at the plate every chance he gets.
Fouled off. Fouled away. Keeps fighting him off. The 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. And it's fouled away.
Hey, we all love home runs and gappers, but I love the mano-y-mano right here. 5 foul balls in this at-bat. He continues to make this pitcher work.
And he fouls this one off. Popped him up. And he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the second out. So 2 are gone now in the Diamondbacks' 4th, and that'll bring up the big first baseman, C.J. Cron. Swing and a little blooper to center. Story onto the grass, but he can't make the play as it finds the outfield grass.
Boy, Dero, it's about time they got something brewing here. First pitch single, and maybe now they can start to get some traffic on the bases.
Yeah, absolutely, Dan. Ambush tactics, not always the play. You want to drive that pitch count up and get into that bullpen, but sometimes desperate times call for desperate measures.
0-1, here it comes. Fouled off. So this won't get by the shortstop as he's there to take it in for the 3rd out. Eduardo Escobar standing in. He leads off in the bottom of the 5th as they look to break through on the scoreboard for the first time in this one.
Yeah, baseball is a game of adjustments, and it's time they start making some. They don't need to change their entire approach necessarily, but now is maybe when they start thinking about ways to get the guy on the mound out of his rhythm a bit.
Grounded down the 3rd baseline, but this will wind up a foul ball, strike 2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Can't get him to chase. It's 1-2. The next 1-2 pitch. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
He put up a pretty good battle at the plate right there. They finally get him on a 1-2 pitch, but you can see that he wasn't laying down without a fight. He really made the pitcher earn that strikeout.
And that misses for ball 1. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Outside with the cut fastball there, and it's a 2-ball count.
That's a good approach when you're facing a young arm you might not be too familiar with. Take a look at a few and see what he's got. Now he's got himself ahead in the count.
On to first, and there were 2 down. Digging in, Caleb Joseph. He flew out in his last at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat.
Joseph.
Now a swing and a ground ball, but this is foul for the first strike. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Waved at and missed, and he's behind 0-2.
Hey, this guy is 1 strike away from absolutely cruising through the first 5 innings. No need to even warm up.
Got him looking, and that'll do it. The inning is over. 1-2-3 go the Diamondbacks. They're down by a touchdown, 7-0.
Up for Colorado, the pitcher, Jeff Williams.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Marte is under it, and that's the first out of the inning. Into the box now, Matt Cook. And through 5 turns at bat, they've only mustered a total of 3 hits. Not terrible, but they're certainly not firing on all cylinders.
Well, it's getting a little bit too late in this game if this continues like this. In today's game, with so many dominant bullpen arms, you certainly don't want to wait until the 8th or 9th to try to wake the bats up.
Fouled away. The next 0-2 gets him looking up around the letters.
He's just ringing up strikeouts left and right, but what's really impressive to me, he hasn't walked anyone either. He's just pounding the zone. His stuff is dirty today.
Castro.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Now a swing and a miss at a slider for a strike.
I know it goes without saying, but the best pitch in baseball is getting ahead with a first pitch strike. That's why this guy's been able to stay in this game. Pounding the zone.
Weak grounder back to the mound. And there are 2 away now. So 2 away for the D-backs here in the 6th. And
The
that'll
center
bring up the
fielder,
infielder,
number 4,
Ketel Marte.
Ketel.
And he just keeps rolling along as he starts another batter out with strike 1.
This offense is going to have to find a way to get going. It's happened in the past. Every team goes through it where everyone seems to fall into a funk at the same time. Everyone needs to relax and not try and be the hero and just start getting the leadoff guy on.
On the ground to third. Throw in time, and the side is retired. At the plate, David Peralta. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory.
Yeah, Matt, he's got to make an adjustment right here. His swing definitely broke down, dropped his back shoulder, and thus the result was a terrible pop-up foul.
Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
Hey, this guy has been locating his fastball all game to perfection. Talking to a number of big league pitchers over the years, they'll tell you a well-executed fastball with good location is still the best pitch in the game.
And he struck him out. Strikeout number 8 now in the ball game for him. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, C.J. Cron. He singled his last time up. First offering on its way. Too high that time with the slider to start the at-bat. It's ball 1.
He's obviously been very impressive on the mound in this one, and I think the big reason why is his ability to stay out of the middle of the zone. That's kind of obvious, but it's clear to me that even when he misses his spots, he's not missing over the plate.
2 balls and a strike to C.J. Cron.
2-1.
Now a fastball gets the upper part of the zone for strike 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, a crucial count for both pitcher and hitter. So, Dan, what was your approach on the mound in that count? Do you still pitch for the strikeout here?
I think one of the keys, Matt, you want to try to initiate contact. The one thing you don't want to do, you don't want to run the count to 3 balls and 2 strikes. Whatever you want to throw it over for a strike.
Good pitch there, called a strike on the inside corner. And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now.
Don't just assume as a hitter right here he won't triple up. He's got you down 0-2, and he might really.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. 1, 2, 3. Stepping into the box, Eduardo Escobar. We're in the 8th now, and nothing's changed out there on the mound.
Well, I've been very impressed with how this starter's going about his business, Matt. He's looked really sharp, and it's hard to know if it's had any effect, but getting that early lead from his offense could have really helped settle him in.
Grounder down the line at third, but this will get foul for strike 2. As mentioned early in the broadcast, this series finale had the potential to result in a series sweep, and at this point in the game, it's looking rather promising.
Hey, Matty V, Yogi Berra had a great saying, it ain't over till it's over. Well, this one's just about over with the team playing as well as they are and leading by as much as they are. This one is pretty much in the books.
So he got him swinging. Eduardo Escobar becomes the first out in the bottom of the 8th inning. Too high, 1-0. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Even at a ball and a strike. Here's the pitch. His eyes lit up on that one above the zone, but he comes up empty.
Hey, back when I first broke into the big leagues, a lot of the pitchers wanted to work east to west. Now, with such an uptick in velocity, these guys are working north-south. That's just a great elevated fastball with serious velocity on it.
The catcher, number 14.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike.
I don't know if this is great deception by the pitcher, great arm action, or just bad offensive approach. They got to find a way to get something in the zone. Somebody's got to be willing to take a pitch, maybe move something the other way to kind of calibrate what the strike zone's going to be.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Hit down the third base line, but this is going to be a foul ball as that keeps things at 2-2. Here now the 2-2. Again, he sends it out of play. No runs, 3 hits, no errors so far for the Diamondbacks. And he's got another one here. 12 punch-outs now in the ball game, and that. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here.
Archie Bradley comes on to work now, and he's their usual closer, but this is obviously not a save opportunity.
Yeah, and this is all about just getting him some work, guys. He hasn't had a chance to come in and close a game out for several days now, so they're just hoping they can keep him sharp and give him the chance to pitch in a real game situation here.
And a swing and a miss. Good pitch there for the first out here in the 9th. Didn't look to me like that. Striding in, Nick Ahmed. And Dan, what's gone wrong for this lineup today? They're only 3 outs away from being shut out.
Boy, you know, I just haven't seen a at bats. Now, of course, plenty of credit goes to that pitching, but the effort on the offensive side has been pretty lethargic watching from up here in the booth, Matt.
Yeah, I would imagine it feels the same from watching in the stands in this one. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. The 1-2. Another one sent foul.
Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to go a little bit further outside the zone. 3 foul balls in a row. He wants to get a swing and a miss on this next pitch.
Hit out towards second. Played on the backhand. And an offline throw, but boy, look at him stretch out and keep the foot on the bag. Great concentration there for the first out. So the batting order turns over now and set to go Tim LeCastro. 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ball game. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. Out in front here is this one scorched foul to the left. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His 3rd punch out of the game.
It's been a rough game for him at the plate. Couldn't get the bat off his shoulder right there, and he struck out twice before that one. So he's going to have a lot to think about when he leaves the ballpark tonight.
Here's a 2-seamer inside to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. Good pitch there, called a strike on the inside corner. Now the 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss, and they're up against it now as they're down to their final strike of the afternoon. Arizona down to its last strike. Now a swing, and he pops him up, and this should do it. And he'll make the catch to put an end to this one. And the Rockies go on the road and sweep their division rivals in this 3-game series.
Wow, not only are complete games rare in this day and age of Major League Baseball, but a complete game shutout. This guy was in total command from the 1st inning through the 9th. Totally dominant in this one.
A 7-0 shutout final today. The Colorado Rockies came out swinging with a huge first inning that really set them up well. Jim Williams takes the win on the mound, his 2nd of the year, as he struck out 13 in this one. Luke Weaver couldn't get out of the 1st in this one as he takes the loss. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
7 runs on 10 hits. No errors. They left 7 men on base. Time of the ball.
A player receives a check-in from one of his coaches. A pitcher is encouraged to keep looking for improvement.